Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Football Talk. In this episode, we talk about a trade that just happened today. Carson Palmer has been traded to the Oakland Raiders. Now, this trade is Carson Palmer for a 2012 first-round pick and a conditional pick that's currently a second-rounder, but can also become a first-round. So, with that, I think Mike Brown's pretty slick, saying that he's never going to trade Palmer, and Palmer should wait out his contract and all that. Now all of a sudden he's going to pull out this move, and he got a heck of a deal too. I mean, both sides, they got a good deal, but the Bengals, I think they got the better deal, because right now they already have their quarterback of the future, Andy Dalton, and they have their wide receiver of the future in A.J. Green. Plus they get rid of Carson Palmer, who, first off, he's not playing this year. He took up a whole lot of cap room. And plus, he hasn't been very successful in not only the postseason, but in a lot of seasons anyway. Now, as far as the postseason goes, being unsuccessful, I know he was injured in that first playoff game against Pittsburgh, so I can't really count that against him. However, Carson Palmer has had difficulty taking the Bengals to the postseason. Now, I know all the time he hasn't always had that great supporting cast, great wideouts, great running back, but he's had bits and pieces here and there, and with him being a top quality quarterback, which he was expected to be, he probably should have took that next step forward. I mean, especially last year when he had Chad Ochocinco, Terrell Owens, the new tight end Jermaine Gresham, Cedric Benson in the backfield, and he had new weapons like Jordan Shipley, and still young guys like Andre Caldwell. So he had a lot of weapons last year, but they still weren't able to capitalize on it. Now, when Palmer did have a playoff game back in 2009, I believe, against the Jets, he straight up choked. Now, I know Shane Graham got a lot of the blame, which he did deserve, but Carson Palmer, I didn't think got enough blame, because he was just going out there making wild throws, throwing near Darrelle Revis, which is something you should not do, or at least not often. And he's just making poor decisions, poor throws, didn't really execute the plays very well. He didn't have a great game, just to put it how it is. I mean, like I said, the reason why Carson Palmer didn't have much success, it could be just because he was in Cincinnati. He didn't want to be there. Kind of like how Ochocinco was. You know how we saw his stats decrease. He just didn't want to be there anymore. So maybe it was something like that. And the move to Oakland, that could be a very good move for Carson Palmer. He gets the change of scenery he's been asking for. So, since he's getting what he wanted, maybe he'll be more opted to play at a high level. I mean, at first he's going to be rusty. He hasn't played in a long time, so that's expected. But once he shakes that rust off, he's going to be a vast improvement over Jason Campbell. And another reason why I like this move is because Carson Palmer, he reunites with an old coach in Hugh Jackson, an old wide receiver coach in Cincinnati. So, just going off that, they already have a good chemistry together. So with that good chemistry, and they know what each other likes, and Hugh Jackson knows how Carson Palmer throws the ball, he knows where he wants to throw, what routes he wants to run. They can develop a very nice game plan. Now Palmer, as we saw in Cincinnati, he loves to chuck the deep ball. He goes deep on a lot of plays. So with quick, athletic receivers in Oakland, like Jacoby Ford, Darius Hayward-Bay, and Schillens, Palmer's going to have a lot of fun in Oakland. And, after watching his games in Cincinnati, that's when Palmer's at his best. When he's just out there having fun and have a game of pitch and catch, basically. So, those are my thoughts on it. That's basically all I have to say on it. So let me know what you think on the trade. Let me know how you think Palmer's going to do. How do you think the Bengals might fare with their new first and possibly a second first round draft pick? So let me know what you think. Let me get your opinions. Leave the comments below. Follow me on Twitter. And on that note, thanks for watching and keep on tuning in.